What's happening out there, world?
Things are crazy. The market's nuts.
What good stuff is happening out there for you and Tess, Derek?
We got a client into an off market, so that's good. That's like the only way we're getting things accepted right now. Got to figure out and be creative. Got some good people coming to Cabo. A couple more this past week, so should be a good time. Some recruits.
A little bit because I think it's important for other people to understand the opportunity that they have right now to be planting some seeds out there.
Say that one more. What was the first part? You broke up.
Oh, I was just saying, maybe you could share a little bit about that, about planting seeds and how it's important to start having those conversations now versus, 2 weeks before.
Right. So, Tess and I put a list of 25 people together. They're all doing at least 12 million in sales, and just been reaching out to them, doing lunches or happy hours or when I'm talking about their business, and then inviting them to the event and saying we have this awesome event coming. There's going to be 18 speakers. Basically, it's a vacation that you get to write off because we'll talk with your CPA, but you should be able to write it off because it's the first half of the day is basically going to be the sessions with the speakers. Then you're going to have mixers and other things you want to do while you're in Mexico. So most people have been really receptive to it, and we've had a few that said no right away, but you're going to have that with anything, just like lead generation. But it's just been people that we know and like and admire and that we want to get into business with that are like-minded individuals. So just been having the conversations.
Cool. Anybody else want to share something?
Has ticket sales open for Cabo?
No, I don't believe so, Hal. I haven't seen the link come out yet. Anything else good going on out there that folks would like to share?
Just
Hey,
busy,
Sean.
got lots of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Really quick to jump in. I might have a guest jump in a little bit late. I know you have to admit people when they try to join the meeting, so heads up. I don't know.
Yep. I'll be watching. Yep. I'll make Chrissy host that way. We're gonna do it a little different today, and actually probably get started here pretty quick. I know I'm waiting for some other people to jump in, but today's topic was supposed to be about the rest of the value or the question-based selling chapters 9 through 15. I had a great meeting today. I don't know who. Raise your hand if you were on Brent's growth meeting this morning. Al. Okay. So great meeting this morning. Kind of got fired up. Maybe you guys heard, as a company, we're just going to probably crest 35,000 agents today, which is pretty freaking incredible when you think that just 2 years ago joined the company and there were 7,000. So there's a lot of good synergy, a lot of good things happening at the company. But I've got a lot of energy today, and for me to go through the rest of these slides would be doing me a disservice and also you guys a disservice. So we're going to jump in, and I've got some topics that I want to connect with you guys on and question out and just have a good coaching conversation around the normal topic that we were going to have today, which is database. I've got a few extras on that. And before we dive in, though, as we're waiting for a couple more people, because I don't want to get the momentum going and then get kind of rained on by people joining late. Anybody have anything that they'd like to bring up? Topic of conversation, question, thing that they're seeing in the market that they'd like some help with? Any of the above?
I had a great conversation with Rich on Monday, and we were just discussing, how can we help and support each other and getting the story out. I think it's super important that we all kind of comment and not necessarily share, but comment on the post when someone brings on somebody or has a cap or an icon that we're posting, especially with our organization. Let's show the support so that we can all celebrate the successes and get out there to, the population, because I feel like some of the stuff is not being seen by everyone, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Like that. Yep. That's good. Let's support each other, and I think it's important to use the new Facebook group too right now, because we've got it set up and we're streaming right now, and you can more than invite people, whether they're new or experienced agents, into that group and let them see what value we're
sharing your advice with people. I'm excited to see you get to 50 units, and then I'm super excited.
A couple of you. Okay. So that being said, I guess I'm going to jump right in. I want to make sure you guys can see this. And adjust the computer here a little bit and come back. Can you guys see this by chance?
It's blurry.
It's a little different, I guess, when I'm not host. I'm gonna bring it closer. Hang on a second. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna bring it a little closer.
Hi, guys. Talk amongst ourselves.
Kim, you're here.
Yeah, I'm at the Anaheim house getting pictures done, but I thought I could jump on real quick and see what's going on.
No.
They're doing pictures now, so yeah,
Nice.
I'm here, but I'm not at home, but I'm here. I'm in the jungle.
Well, congrats on your 20 offers on your other
I got a
listing.
couple more today. I'm overwhelmed, to say the least.
We used to have a
John, it's not blurry on my screen. I mean, it's a little blurry, but it's readable.
here. Chrissy's going to get the easel.
Yeah.
I think there's an easel up there. In the interim, here you go, peeps. All right, this is what I want to talk about today. Okay, we're getting the easel, but this is for new agents in here. Top 10 reasons agents fail. Here's what we have. We have an 87% of agent failure rate after 4 years. When I'm looking, awesome news, by the way, I'm going to break in here and say the goal was to hit 100 agents in 16 months here at eXp who have chosen to partner with either myself or leaders such as Hal and Derek and many of the others. Shannon's on here and Eileen. And yesterday, ironically, we hit a 101. So that was my winning. That was my win for the week. And then I wanted to go through there and I wanted to say, you know what? These people, I owe you guys. You guys have decided to come and partner with me. And I try and do everything that I can to be supportive and to provide value and mindset and skills, but it's not good enough because I look at the actual numbers when I'm going back into the back end of enterprise and I think we're leaving a lot on the table. And part of that is understanding the tactics and the techniques and the models for either those people who are killing it in real estate right now or who are facing adversity. And if you're facing adversity right now, this conversation is for you. And if you're a leader out there right now, this conversation is for you because I want you to take the diagnostics of what we're going to talk about today. And I want to take that and I want you to share that with your crew. Does that sound fair? Okay. So this is all about production. And when the rubber meets the road, we're here for one thing. We love each other, great culture, but you need to make money to survive. You need to make money to hit your goals and to hit your dreams and to retire. And that's the true conversation. Boom. I'm going to hold this up. The top 10 reasons agents fail. I can't believe I'm on Facebook Live doing this right now. 87% of agents fail after 4 years. Number one. What's the difference between interested and committed? 80% are interested, 20% are committed. Okay, we don't want, that means only 13% out of that 100 agents that I have right now in my organization, only 13 of them stand a statistical chance of being here in admitting people in 4 years. So be part of the 80% or be part of the 20% that's truly committed to your business. This is like, you guys, real estate is like launching your franchise, right? I mean, you're getting a franchise, whether that's a Subway or whether that's a Keller Williams office, or I don't care what it is. When you come into this industry, you're launching a franchise. Get committed to it. They are not strategic. And what does that mean? Okay, 95% of our business in real estate is done by 5% of our agents, right? That means those 5% have been strategic in how they operate their business. Number three, their fear of mistakes, and we see this a lot. People coming into this industry from other industries, it's ego. Fear, mistakes, and ego. Fail. Fail fast. Fail 10 times quicker than your competition. Okay. You guys still there?
Yep.
Oh, we're moving right along. I'm going to get closer here. All right. They have no models, or there's lack of models. If you're not reading books, watching YouTube videos, having conversations with people who are rock stars about how they are doing business, make it happen. Make it part of your business plan. Follow the models and tactics of those that have come before you. Next, anybody know what gas station versus retail is? Fathom a guess, somebody. If I said the two different models in business would be gas station and retail, what does that mean? What are retail hours? What do retail hours look like?
9 to 5,
9 to 5. How open is the gas station?
24 hours.
Damn right it is. Your business needs to be open all the time. And if it's not, guess what? I've got this coming on, but I'm going to tell you right now. If it's not, your goals aren't big enough. If you think that you can just do 9 to 5 in this business, you need to set higher goals for yourself. You're letting yourself down. Okay? So fear, mistakes, lack of models. Hang on. Okay, I'm admitting these people. Okay, so no models, lack of models, gas station. We've got that Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 mentality. The goals aren't huge enough. We want you to have hairy, audacious goals, as they call it. Financial, lifestyle, family, retirement, all of the above. Have you really taken time out lately to rework your goal sheet, your 5-year goal, your 6-month goal, your 1-year goal, your 10-year goal? All right. Moving right along. Number 7, no sales swagger. Okay, what's sales swagger? I'm part of my language here, but it means you got your shit together. You're organized. You're showing up on time. You know exactly what your client needs. You know what you're going to say. You've got it scripted out. That's sales swagger. That's confidence. That exudes itself, right? Think about it this way, and this is a bad analogy maybe, but it's what's come to mind right now. Who has more sales swagger, the guy selling a Mercedes or the guy selling a Kia?
Mercedes.
Yeah, why?
It's a lifestyle.
They know their product better. They're more professional. They've been selling that type of luxury car for a while. They know how to connect with that person. All of the above, right? Get the sales swagger on. Show up. Buy yourself. If you're going to a listing appointment, buy yourself a new outfit. Look good. Feel good about yourself. That's sales swagger. Get yourself a Tiffany's. Eileen? You're hearing me. All right. Moving right along. No sales swagger. No measurable goals. Okay? Listen. Yeah, you guys have heard of the power of the secret. You've heard of the vision boards. It works. It's true. Those people that are killing it in the world, in sales, in finances, in wealth, they know what their goals are. They have it mapped out. They have vision boards, and what they see comes to fruition. You guys need to do the same thing.
I think that Sean, the big thing there is having measurable goals. You know, that's the upper echelon. I think it's like 20% of people have goals, and then the top 5%, something along those lines, have the measurable goals, and those are the ones that are super, super successful because they're actually measurable. You can track them, and you're able to see where you're at on your success level. So,
thank you. Yes, love that. Next, number 9, poor schedule and drama. What does this mean? It means that most agents, those of you who have managed people know this, let drama fall into their daily schedule. And here's why. It's because their day isn't planned out. It's because their day isn't planned out. And if your day's not planned out, it's easy to let that phone call come in and derail you. It's easy to let family members come in and pull you away from your goal. All right. And then finally, lack of daily lead generation and prospecting. Okay, here's a self-diagnostic. You guys came to work today. Did you know who you're going to call?
No.
Did you know who you're going to reach out to? Did you know what you're going to say? Did you know how you're going to provide value to that person? right? All of the above. And it's not a sales call, guys. I want you to get that out of your mind. You're not calling to ask for a piece of business. What are you calling for? To provide value. Take yourself out of the I'm a salesperson mentality, and that's the reason I'm making this call to hear how can I provide value to this person? Whether it's a sphere of influence, whether it's a referral partner, whether it's a past client, I don't care who it is, or somebody that you've been prospecting, a whale that you want to get in connection with, in contact with. How are you going to bring value to them? Some of you are going out there right now going, I don't know how to provide value to them. Well, guess what? Guess what we did last week? We talked for an hour about question-based selling. Could you have a conversation with them about that book? Could you have a conversation about, man, I saw your website. Can I hook you up with my website designer? Or, hey, you need a new business card? Let me hook you up with my graphic designer. Or, hey, we can bring Sean in or Hal in or Derek in to talk to your sales team about how to be more productive. You have so many other value characteristics individually, from what you do in real estate to what you've done in your past, that make you you. You've just got to write it down, understand it, and provide value to those other people. Okay? Most people don't want to call because they're fearful of asking for business. Don't ask for it. Start developing a relationship. Roger, got it? Okay, then ultimately, and hopefully, I'm going to try and put this back up on the board. On the bottom there. What does it say?
Database.
97%.
97% don't have a database.
97% of agents, which means a majority of you, don't have a database that's working right now. Okay. Somebody tell me, what's the difference between a database and a CRM?
CRM.
What's a CRM?
Databases are the people in your CRM.
What's that?
Isn't a database the people in your CRM?
A database is a toolbox. Okay? A database just says, hey, I'm collecting all these tools. I'm collecting names and phone numbers and birth dates and where I met them, where I met these people from. That's a database. Okay? So a CRM is going to take that to the next level. A CRM is something that's going to send them automatic updates of the market, send them automatic property alerts. Derek, or somebody else chime in. What else would a CRM do? It would notify them on their birthday.
It's a system and model to systematically talk to your database and make sure that you're staying in touch with them and providing them value.
Okay, so a database, just having a Excel spreadsheet or Access database full of names isn't enough. It has to be set up so that it's systematically reaching out to your people that you want to do business with and provides some sort of value. The thing that I would say in addition to that is it provides some kind of a hook. Okay, every message that you're sending out into your database should create curiosity, should create some type of value or ask a question to them. Okay, and Shannon and I were talking about this yesterday. As you guys are building your CRM in the subject line, it needs to be very uniform in the message in the subject line. So at each one of those messages, maybe you put Lee Brock, eXp Realty phone number. I don't know what that is, but it needs to be a consistent message that's popping up into the subject line. Why? Because in a CRM, typically, your click ratio is going to be less than about 20%. For every 100 emails you send out, only about 20 of them are going to get clicked. You want the subject line to be your touch. So when you're going in and you're setting up KV Core or whatever other system that you have that you're using, needs to be uniform. All right. So a database alone, collecting names, is not going to make me any money. Would you agree? Okay, great. So I'll ask, what platform are you currently using as part of your database business model? This conversation that I'm having with you right now is the most important conversation in the history of Wednesday meetings. Because if some of you people want to blow it up in 2021, if some of you people want to build better relationships, and if you ultimately you want to sell your business, this is where it starts. You need to be the 3%. Isn't it ironic that 97% of agents or 95% of the business is done by 5% of the agents, and only 3% of agents have databases? You think there's a correlation there? Yeah, because there's a consistency. When I first got on the line here, I said, who are you calling today? What are you going to say and how are you going to bring value? Typically, those agents that are rocking it can go right to their database every day and know who they're going to contact, mine the database for data, mine the database for categories, and call and provide value. That's the organizational part of it, right? It'd be like me being Ford. You guys have heard me use this analogy before, but it would be like me being Ford and going, Ford Motor Company, and going, okay, plant in Minnesota, I think we'll make 4 Ford Explorers today, and we'll make some Expeditions, and we'll just play it by ear. You think that's going to work? Hell no. So we, as a organization, have to stop winging it. Stop winging it. Get your people in a database, get them categorized, know who you're going to call every day, get a theme day set up so you know who I'm going to call on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and execute on that. And you'll be so seriously surprised at how your business grows once you're having the value conversations with them. Brian, you're on here. I'm seeing you're right in front of me. You're like on the Brady Bunch. You're like Carol Brady right here with me. So I'm going to say, if I was talking to Brian, I would go, Brian, hey, man. Hey, this is Sean. I'm just reaching out. We haven't talked in a while, and I want to catch up with you after COVID, man. Wondering how the family is going. What's going on with the family? Oh, Brian. Oh, that's great. Awesome. Hey, man, I just wondered, I know a lot of folks out there in your industry are kind of in a tailspin out there. I'm really impressed on how you've kept your head above water. And as a student of my business, I was wondering maybe we could collaborate on some of the things that I've done to stay afloat during COVID and share those with you. Would that be something you'd be interested in? Brian's going to say what?
Yes.
Yes.
Great. Awesome, Brian. Cool. And then next thing I'm going to do is Brian curious now? Well, I wonder what Sean's done to stay afloat during this time frame. I wonder what Shannon's done or Hal's done. I've created a bit of curiosity, which has got me an appointment with him. Now I'm going to give him some value. And hopefully over a series of time, we can develop a relationship so that we can do business together better. Roger? Okay, here we go. In a galaxy far, far away. Okay, so here we go. That's the difference between platform, database, and CRM, okay? Next, what systems are you currently using? Some of you don't know what you already are using as far as your database is concerned. So here you go. Some of you are using KV Core. If not, you need to start using it. Facebook is a database system. LinkedIn is a database system. If you don't, some of you are going, I don't know where my contacts are. Get into your phone. There's a series of contacts in your phone. Get into your email. There's a program out there that will link all of your former or current or, well, I already said former, so I can't use previous, but they will link all of your email accounts together and come out and give you a spreadsheet of those. So you can log in with your Gmail, you can log in with your Yahoo or MSN or Hotmail. Anybody that you would have emailed over your use of that platform, it will send you an Excel spreadsheet, okay? Now they're gonna take your data, but it's an easy way to compile all that information. Google it. Email contacts. If you don't know where your past clients are, get into the MLS and search for your past closings.
You could also ask your your title rep to provide that list to you. They can pull that information for you.
Cool. Like that. Thank you, Derek.
Make it easier on us.
Some of us are using Altos Research. We've got personally, I've got a database of 26,000 emails that go out once a month to everybody in Granite Bay, and they're opening it. I get about 800 people in Granite Bay that I don't know every month that click on those market update reports. That is way better farming, and it's way cheaper than farming, a specific geographic neighborhood. Leverage, right? Some of you might be using MailChimp. Some of you might be using Constant Contact. Some of you who are using Expires or FSBOs are using the RedX platform or My Leads platform. Some of you are using Brivity. Instagram is a database system. Cole Realty, Zillow Premier for those of you who are buying leads, Outlook. And then ultimately, however you're sending out your routine farm every month. Raise your hand right now if you're farming every month.
Rearrange myself. So
I am.
Who's me?
This is Kimberly. Sorry.
Okay, so we got one. Good job.
Well, and I'm not going to lie, I just started recently. I've been farming through the neighborhood app and doing concerts in my neighbor, sending out postcards now. So I've been very active since COVID started. Just keeping my neighborhood active because my farm is my neighborhood. So I've been keeping them active with me in different activities.
Okay, so that's the challenge, guys. You guys got to get a farm up and running. How do you find the farm? Find the area in the market that has the most turnover for units. Start farming electronically. Do flyers. Not door knocking right now, but drop off something. Mail them something. Start a geographic farm on Facebook in that area. Go to Cole Realty and find their names and email addresses and start an electronic farm in that area. Hold open houses in that area. Sponsor businesses in that area. Go to local banks in that area and meet with their local managers and tellers and the workers there so that your card is in those local banks. Okay, that's how you take it over, right? You don't, you guys watch Yellowstone? I got to take it down. I haven't even had coffee today. All right. So it's this power stuff. I think somebody put some. I've been GHB. Anyway, you guys watch Yellowstone? Okay.
On the list.
So what he says is, listen.
What? Watch it, people. It's the best show ever in existence.
He says an empire isn't bought, it's taken. An empire isn't bought, it's taken. And what I want to relate in this capacity is get out there and make your geographic farm your empire. Everybody in that farm, every business should know who Hal is, who Kim is, who Samantha is, who Eileen is, who Paulina is, who Brian is, who Alex is. If they don't, then you're not farming. You're not the head farmer out there. Okay, you're not the head rancher. So go to the restaurants, do a video of the area. This is, Wexford. This is, Kim, what's the neighborhood that you're farming? Hal, what's the neighborhood that Kim might farm?
She farms in East Anaheim.
Okay.
906 zip code.
Perfect. So this is about East Anaheim, right? Video, postcards, mailers, open houses, business owners. Everybody in that triangle should know Kim. Understand what I'm saying? And I know we're straying off a database, but this is super important, guys, because why? Every other realtor has their head dug into the sand. They're not out there playing offense. Stop playing defense. Get out there and kick some ass, okay? That's the goal here. Stop being mediocre. We don't go out and tell our kids, oh, it's okay, go get a C at school, right? No, we tell them, go fight for an A. I want you guys to fight for an A because all of you are talented. The tools and resources and mindset that we're talking about on these Wednesdays should empower you to go out there and do it. Yeah, Lee, did you have a question? Can't hear you.
No, sorry.
Okay, all right. So let's go back to this. Constant contact. Sorry, guys. This is kind of janky today, but I think you're getting the hang of it here. Brivity, Instagram, Cole Realty, Zillow Premier, Outlook, and your farm. Okay, finished it up right there. Now I just sent you guys some forms, and I'm going to sit down for this. Some of you are going right now. Now you have the mindset, you have the platform use, right? Now, who am I going to put it? Some of you might be saying, who am I going to put into my KV core system? Who am I going to start? Where am I going to start a database? Well, number one, and I got about, take your pens and pencils out because you might want to, some of these might be mind-blowing to you. Your mission is not to sell real estate. Your mission is to build relationships. Okay? So build relationships with friends and family. Build relationships with your Facebook friends, with your LinkedIn friends, with your referral partners. Who would you guys say, who do I always say go to first when we're talking about referral partners?
Friends and family.
Referral partners.
Sphere of influence.
Business owners, CPAs, attorneys, financial planners, insurance professionals, new agents on here. Your title rep, your home inspector will not give you new deals. Okay? Very rarely, at least, unless you give them kickbacks. Just kidding. That's a joke. Okay, so referral partners are like, you know, people in the financial services industry, builders, those people. Stick with them because they have referral. They have people who are in the financial world who need to buy or sell. 1031 exchange officers, those types of people. Next would be potential vendors. Next would be a geographic farm. And I would suggest that you think about having 4 or 5 different geographic farms. To be honest with you, leverage the referral partners that you're in business with to help offset the cost of that marketing. Your goal as the CEO of your company is to reduce the marketing overhead to as low as possible. So if I can go to Shannon, and if Shannon's a lender and I say, Shannon, hey, I want to take over. Listen the difference between the way the average agent would do it and the way that I'm suggesting you do it. Shannon, yeah, I've been thinking about geographic farming, you know, the Hidden Lake Estates area. And I was wondering maybe if you wanted to partner with me to you know, send out 500 postcards every month. Okay, no, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, Shannon, I'm excited to meet with you today. I have a goal. Would you like to hear my goal, Shannon? I want you and I to take over the Hidden Lakes Estates market area. And I want every real estate deal in there, and I want every loan to go to you, Shannon. Would you consider partnering with me and 50-50ing, sending out some geographic postcards? And I have some other ideas about creating co-marketing materials that we could drop off to local businesses around there. I want to do co-videos with you. I'll bring my photographer out there. We'll talk about the Hidden Lakes Estates. I want to create a Facebook page around it, me and you, and let's take it over. Are you on board?
Let's do it.
Okay? See? That's the difference. I got to sell it. I got to sell Shannon on the fact that we're zeroing, that she's paying for half of my marketing expenses. All right, moving right along. Demographic farm. What would be a demographic farm, guys?
Age range or something that like they like hiking, something like that, group, some kind of group.
Okay, yeah, an interest group. But how about this? How many of you guys speak a foreign language? I know there are some foreign language speakers on board here. Could be this, you could say, hey, I really want to target the, if I'm Hispanic, I want to target the Hispanic community. Okay, let me find demographically the largest population. We could do it here in Yuba City, right? We've got a ton of Indian population up there. If I wanted to farm and attract people who are like me, if I was Indian, then I could farm that area. Russian, we have a huge Russian population here. It's in a place called Antelope. If I wanted to attract if I was Russian, I wanted to attract other Russian people, then that's where I would farm. People wanted, you know, regardless of how, well, I won't say that. Listen, people want to do business with people that know them, that like them, that love them, where they have a commonality. Okay, so a demographic farm could be any of those. It could also be age. You could say, hey, I want to target a senior community. It could also Hey, I want to target, you know, I'm a millennial and we've got a ton of people who are in renting in Citrus Heights, which is an area here. I want to target those millennials who need to be first-time home buyers. Okay, that's a target people. That's a target group of people that you can pull out and go after. That would be a demographic farm. How many of you guys are in networking groups? Okay, it needs to be part of your overall picture of business. If you're not in a networking group, the thing that you should think about doing right when we hang up this is searching the local networking groups in your community and joining one, whether that's the Chamber of Commerce or a LATIP or a BNI. I don't care what it is. You got to get in a networking group. That's good for at least 1 or 2 deals a year. All right. Most of you also, as part of your database is concerned, one of the things that should be that you'd have is your lead tracker. Okay. I've advocated the lead tracker. You need to be using it. If I asked you right now, it's what's today? 16th, September 16th is my daughter's birthday. You should know that. If I asked you right now, how many leads did you generate of buyers and sellers in September? You should know the answer right now. Boom. Hey, Sean, I generated 30 leads. I generated 16 leads. It's because you don't have the goal set in mind of how many leads that need to be generated every month that drama creeps in. You're not, and most of the time it's because we're not committed, we're just interested. If a deal falls on the boat, it's like a fisherman. Hey, no, I got to go out. I got to catch my limit every day. A fish isn't just going to arbitrarily jump on your boat. And if it did, congratulations. But that's not a way to run a fishing company. It says, hey, I need to go out every month and I need to catch 40 big fish. 40 people have raised their hand and said, I'm going to buy or sell this month. That's where the consistency comes in. You want to know why 97% or whatever it is, 87% of people fail in the industry? It's because there's no consistency there. So guys, I love you. I want you to get consistent. Networking groups, lead tracker, contract tracker, contact tracker. I want you to think everybody that you meet wherever you go needs to be 2 things immediately. LinkedIn, Facebook. LinkedIn, Facebook. Everybody you meet. That is your database capture system. And then what we got to do, and the reason that I preach coming back and putting your market statistics, putting your evidence of success on Facebook is because they immediately start to see you. They understand Shannon's got Drive Street. And they understand Derek's recruiting people to the squad. And they see your success, right? So we've got to add them into our Facebook, get the evidence of success in them, and then we can start putting them in our CRM and database. Agent to agent. Many of you know agents in other areas, and you're not extrapolating the referral relationship back and forth. So that can be another agent to agent type. How many people we have in our agent to agent database right now? How many people we have? We have 12,000 people that we drip on 2 times a month for agent to agent referral. And I know that sounds crazy, but we add to it every month. Our goal, you know, you talk about big, hot, hairy, audacious goals. Our goal is what? How many? 100,000. We want 100,000 people in that database. Then we can there's a level of consistency that happens there. Okay, others could be expireds, could be for sale by owners, could be corporations. Many of you are missing out on corporate deals, relocation accounts. Oh, somebody's joining me. Relocation accounts. What are some of the other corporations you could be doing, or what are some of the other ways that you could be doing business with corporations? Okay, Renee Funk. If you don't know her, she sells the real estate for the Orlando Magic. She secured that account. Would that be a good account for you to secure? Say yes. Okay, so the opportunities are endless. Stop thinking about buyer and seller right here, right here, right here. Start thinking about that accounts pyramid that I continuously talk about. I know this is overwhelming, guys, but you have to see the possibilities of what's out there, and you have to start right now, and you have to have a self conversation and you go, self, okay, I'm great. I'm going to rock it in 2021. let me tell you something. If you want market share, you can get market share. You just got to go out there and get organized and apply yourself. So go get the San Francisco Giants account. Go get the biggest sports agent account in with the who's Anaheim Angels. I don't know. I don't even know who it is, Hal. But whoever that is, go out there and apply yourself and get it. Other corporations, hospitals, tech companies, all of the above. They all have real estate agents that they're doing business with. Right? Yes, they do. Okay. Corporation. I always talk about the whales. So here's the deal. Who are the 30 whales in your community that you could target? 30 business owners, people who would change the scope of your business if you got into a relationship with them. Now we whittle it down and we say, how about the top 25 in our database? Who are out of our 500 sphere of influence, our friends and family? Who are the top 25 that we need to connect with and love on and call them every week and check up on their family and know their anniversary and know their birth date and send them a card and ask them to go play golf and ask them over for dinner. Okay? That here's the deal with this. We are in a relationship business. So if you said, here's my top 25, how many weeks are in a year, guys?
52.
Okay.
52.
Yes. Yes. All right. So if I said I've got my top 25, that means you could have dinner with one of those every other week, right? Right? You think that would give you some more referrals? Yes? Yeah, of course. So put it in your calendar. Identify your top 25 and then plan your calendar out for 2021 and say, honey, we're going to dinner with Hal next in 2 weeks. We're going to dinner with Derek and Tess. 2 weeks after that, we're going to dinner with Eileen, 2 weeks after that. Here we go. And here's where we're going to go every time. Okay? Top 25. There's a couple of other things that we sent along. And I think, one of those has your database outline. Check your email because we sent three documents out that hopefully will help you. Okay, next, your past clients, right? And then I want you to think of a couple we've got for past clients, we've got notices of default, notices of trustee. We've got a potential luxury program that you can put together for marketing to luxury folks. You've got your online leads that we haven't even talked about, online leads, right? Those people that are coming in from Properties Online or Zillow or KV Core, Make It Rain. All those folks also would be in your KV Core database. At the end of the day, that's about 22 different sources of business that are available to you. And all that has to be done is you have to commit yourself to go building your empire with that specific lead pillar. Okay? All right. That was a lot. I've got a headache now. Just kidding. Maybe my blood pressure. Maybe it's just my blood pressure. But that's what I got. So I'm open to questions, thoughts, ideas, snide remarks, or anything else you have for me.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Somebody said, oh, man.
I would just say a call to action for all of us would be to pick one or two that we're going to implement and add into our normal legs of business. For me, I've been working on a builder account relocation, so I'm going to continue doing that, and my goal is to have at least one by the end of the year.
Love it. Love it. Yeah. So what's the call to action? The call to action is this. Pick your platform. Pick your platforms right away. Don't get in analysis paralysis. Okay. Brent told the story, 3 weeks ago about Tony Robbins, and the group that won was the group that got into immediate production, not the one who had the prettiest website. Okay. So what does this mean for you? If I looked at this and I said, my mind always thinks about revenue, right? I just always go back to it. I'm like, is that making me money or is it costing me money? The immediate goal is to get something in escrow. Agreed? That's where you make money, right? So where is that for you personally? Out of everything that we've talked about, what is the category that where you could immediately call and start getting some business from? Referral, sphere of influence, whatever it is. The conversation doesn't have to be perfect, but here's the deal. If you called a lender today, knowing how crazy the market is, that you haven't connected with in a while, there's a chance that he's dealing with somebody or has pre-approved somebody right now today that needs an agent. And you just might catch that deal. There's been times when a title, I hate title reps. I have my perfect 2 that I deal with all the time. But there has been times when my door has been open and I just put a deal in escrow and somebody has walked in and said, hey, you got any deals for me? And I said, well, it just so happens, you know, you're here at a convenient time for me. Here's the address, go and open it. That can be you, but it starts with action. Okay? It starts with just getting the people together, getting that top 25 together today and scheduling those dinners. And look at that, look how that conversation would go. Man, some of you may not be able to go to dinner right now because of COVID. We're open here, but what better call could you get on a Wednesday from Hal going, hey dude, I want to take you out for dinner, man. Haven't connected. Let's go and get some dinner. Okay, so you got to get into immediate action. Don't wait to put all these lists together and make sure it's perfect. Just start calling today, reaching out today, popping by today, Facebook friending today. Okay, thanks, Derek. Anybody else? Any ahas? Any ahas there for the crew?
Aha.
Who said that?
AJ.
Aha. Well,
Sean, for the Facebook Live, I didn't see it on the page. Will it be posted later?
Well, here's what we're gonna do. We'll upload it to the page.
Perfect. Thanks.
Ed says good stuff. Any other questions?
I have a question for you.
Go full-time.
What?
Alex said his ahas, he has to go full-time.
Oh, well, Alex is just, it's a great aha, or, you know, you can work the nighttime, baby.
Tony had a question. He said, you send out the Altos reports to your farm through Altos or through Mass?
Do we send the Altos reports out through what?
Altos or through Mass?
It goes through Altos. They're sent out through Altos. And you can, I suggest you guys get Altos for your own, you know, for your personal database and for the people that you're trying to connect with. It's a great tool. It's a little pricey. You know, I think you may be able to get a discount on it, but I think we pay about $300 a month for it. But it's worth its weight in gold, to be quite honest with you, you know, to stay connected with people. And basically that's my electronic farm for $300 a month. Instead of sending out massive amounts of postcard, I spend $300 a month and get 28,000 touches. That's a pretty good rate of return. It's going to cost me $300 to send out 500 postcards, you know, of which most of those are going to go in the shit box. So, anybody else? We got more chats?
Got a question for you. I don't know if Chrissy or one of you guys might be available maybe to do a 30-minute training or something like that on KV Core on how you're setting up the system.
Just so happens, Hal, that and this is a good time to get a conversation going with you probably, but Derek has uncovered, and I'll let you speak to a little bit, Derek, because you know more than I do about it, but he has uncovered the holy grail of information for KV Core.
What is KV Core?
So there, if you go into the learning section in your KV Core site, in the bottom left-hand corner, there's like a blue like graduation cap. You click on there, they have what's called like an agent success plan. So if you go through the class, it's probably about like total time of watching video, it's probably about 4 hours. But they have it broken up into weeks. So you do like week 1 and it gives you actual homework. The cool thing it does is so it's like, okay, well, this is what how you create a hashtag. And here's 3 or 4 or 5 ways of how to use the hashtag in your business. this is how you use this tool, and there's some options of how to use it. So it really gets you all set up with, first off, like cleaning up and designing and make sure all your contact information is correct. Then it shows you how to use the CRM. So it's step by step of like basically how to get started with the platform. We're going to do one locally here on October 8th. We have enough for 12 people to be able to do the workshop with us, but we're basically just going to go through all 4 weeks in one day, and it's going to be from 10 to 4 p.m.
Did I do like 40 minutes?
Good.
There's 10 left on there.
Is someone asking a question, or is someone just not muted? I'm sorry. So basically, it just takes you through the step-by-step and gives you homework, and then at the end of each session actually gives you other videos to dive deeper in. Like if you want to focus on submitting videos or blogging or whatever piece, there's actual extra videos that tells you the links to do. So it's nice because it gets you into action. It shows you real life practical ways to actually use the system and to get you all set up. So.
Yeah, and just to add to that, I did week 1, and then they have you sign up for a webinar where you're actually live with someone. You can ask questions.
Yep.
So.
And then there's also a group too that has the strategies, but it's an awesome tool to get started.
Just a quick note, AJ, this is to AJ, that's the KV Core is our CRM that we use for the database management, okay? We'll talk
Okay.
about that a little later.
Okay.
Sean, I think you're muted.
Just kidding. Yeah, what we'd like to do is take this model that Derek's gonna run here locally for about 12 agents, and take that, to the Bay, and take that down where you are too. I think it's super important because after being here for a considerable period of time, what I'm noticing is a lot of the folks haven't even dove into KV Core. A la 97% of folks aren't using the database, and it's time. It's a very, very powerful tool for your business and leverage. And I'll share with you for myself, I think we're at 3 listings we've gotten from KV Core, just having them dump into the system and not even really talking to them, having the system do the heavy lifting of the texting and the emailing, and then they're reaching out for a call. So if you're not using it, you're missing out on a serious opportunity. At other brokerages, directly, that system's going to cost you somewhere between $600 to $1,100 a month out of pocket to utilize the tools, systems, and resources that they have in there. So jump in and use it. We're going to do a better job at trying to serve it up to you guys on a platter. So what would be great is if in October, especially before the end of the year, is if we could get down to the OC and do a 10 or 12 person in-person group training for your peeps down there.
And then if you can attend it, the cool thing is that they're video. So you can literally, how I was doing it with mine was I was watching the video while in my account, like 2 screens, right? And I would just pause it if I needed more time. And then I would do what they said to do while I was on the actual training. And then it gives you actual homework to implement it and to get you comfortable with it. Cause I know it's scary. It's a new platform, new technology for you to learn, but it really takes you in and kind of breaks down those barriers for you, and you get comfortable by just playing along in the class. It's pretty neat.
All right, so we got about 5 more minutes. If anybody has anything, shout out. If not, we're gonna wrap up. But hope you guys don't mind me pushing off the question-based selling last chapters until next week. Just had a lot to get off my chest today, and hopefully it resonated. Some of the things that we were talking about today resonated with you. Get that database in order. Get those theme days in order. Understand who you're gonna go after in 2021, and what you're gonna say and how you're gonna bring value.
It's good stuff.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Cool. So Samantha, we will, once this downloads to the cloud, we will post it on the group. Okay.
Thank you. Awesome. Good stuff.
Okay, guys. Take care.
Thank you.
Thanks so
Thank you.
much. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.